I don't make that much money to be spending an extra three. Feeling jealous, but I feel like I've been behind in life when I really would prefer to be with women. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tiana and I make videos about my tumultuous life in my late 20s. Okay, so I'm back with another monthly update. This one is going to be a little bit more juicier. I'm going to get a little personal. And I have a lot to get into because February I was struggling. Like, I was broke, I was tired, I was working a lot, and I was still trying to kind of like get used to working as a freelancer and also balancing my part-time job as well. So it was a lot going on, and so March I feel like I did a little bit better, but it was also a lot going on. So let's get into it. I think I want to get into like the personal stuff first, and then I will migrate into like finances and things like that. March was a little bit better for me compared to February because I realized that I spent a lot of time with people. I went to a bachelorette party. I went to a wedding for my best friend, and I also went to a third event, which was like another queer event because I identify as queer. And that was really fun going to those events because I got a chance to paint, and I painted this and it actually came out really good, and it made me realize that I need to paint more. However, hanging out with more people and being around a lot more people made me realize that I've been feeling like feelings I feel like I should have felt when I was younger. I feel like I'm feeling those feelings now. Because I am a late bloomer, I feel like I've been behind in life when it comes to like dating, work, literally every aspect of my life. I feel like I'm behind compared to my peers. And I've had to do a lot of like coming to terms with that and just being content with the way my life is at this present moment. But I've been feeling a little like lonely, comparing myself, jealous, things like that. And so I kind of want to get into that and how I've been confronting those emotions, because honestly I feel like I haven't felt that a lot because I didn't have a reason to. But now as I'm getting older, my friends are getting older, they're getting married, they're planning their lives, I feel behind. And I was feeling jealous, but not jealous in the sense of like I hate you and I want what you want exactly. It's jealousy in the sense of I wish I knew what I wanted in life. Like, have you ever met those people who from the time they're young they have a plan in mind for their life or things they want to do in life? And for me, I'll be honest, I've never had that. I never felt like that. And I think it came from a place of pretty much being kind of depressed for a long period of time. Even as a child, I just had like this gray, very sad blue aura about me. So thinking about the future and planning for the future was kind of hard because I just didn't know what I wanted. I didn't feel very excited about life. Like the way I feel now, it's like I rarely have felt that throughout my life. It's not a common emotion that I experience. Now that I realize that I'm queer, that I probably would prefer to be with women, I feel like that has been another reason why I've been so like not tuned into myself, if that makes sense. Like if I would have known what I know now when I was 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, hell, 5, 6, I would have accepted things. I would have had a vision for my life. I just would have had a path, so to speak. But it's like I never had those thoughts. I never considered those things. This whole time I was just thinking, well, the reason I haven't been dating is because I really don't like anybody. I just don't feel those feelings, those romantic feelings. I just don't have them. I don't know what's going on, but it's just not there. I was thinking, one day those feelings would just like come, and it didn't. That didn't happen. I feel like that has stunted me for a long time. And so now that I know these things, I feel like my head is much more clear. I feel more content. I feel more joy. I just feel like, okay, now I kind of see what's going on. I can navigate life a little bit better because I know myself better. So that is just, that was the biggest thing for me, is like feeling those feelings, also feeling lonely, not wanting to go into certain spaces because I felt like, oh, I'm not in a relationship. Like, all my friends are in relationships. I keep going to every event and I see nothing but couples. Everywhere I go, I've just said couples. And it's just like, do I need to be in a relationship right now? I was just kind of like pressuring myself, I think, a lot. So those were my feelings for March. On top of that, I did something crazy. So I met somebody at an event, I think maybe in January, or was it December? I don't remember. But I had literally maybe 30-minute conversation with them. And so I invited them to the Megan Thee Stallion concert because I wanted to go so bad, and I knew they liked her music and I knew they liked going to concerts. So I was like, what better way is just to ask them, you know. I was thinking they were going to say no. They ended up saying yes. We couldn't get tickets in Atlanta, so we have to go. So we got tickets to go to North Carolina. I'm going to the Megan Thee Stallion concert with practically a stranger. You know, sometimes that can be a little unhinged. I don't know if I ever mentioned on this channel before, but I took a 3-hour bus ride to Mexico one time. So story for another day. Let's get into the money. Now, I was thinking this whole time throughout the month of March that I'm doing so much better with my spending. I wasn't spending that much on fast food, blah blah blah. Was that true? No, I did worse as far as spending compared to February. In total, I spent $374 on things. So $160 went to fast food. Just crazy. $160 went to fast food. $54 went on gifts for like the bachelorette party, the wedding. $14 on something else. $91 on the Megan Thee Stallion concert ticket. $13 on a movie ticket. And then I bought a writing course for like $6.99, which I don't think that's too bad. And then I had to buy Photoshop to do some work for my client, and that was like $35. So I spent a lot of money, and the thing that's concerning me is that I feel like I don't know where this money came from. Because again, I don't make that much money to be spending an extra $374 a month. And I'm like, okay, was it the credit card usage? I pay my credit card balance every month, so I don't carry a balance. So that's just showing me that I really need to get better with knowing how much money I'm making and how much money I'm spending. And I need to get better at tracking things. So if you have an app that you recommend, please let me know. I desperately need it, because to me, $374 was a bit much, and I don't think I can continue to spend that much money going forward, to be honest, because I don't think I will have it. So that's crazy. Okay, so work was another big concern for me in March, because I was like, okay, I need to make more money. Maybe if I get my spending under control, I wouldn't have to. But I was like, okay, I need to make more money. But there's not another job that I can find where I can like sit down and work my other job. Then as far as my freelance business, this is the type of work that I want to do. So when it comes to my main job, there's no other job, if I'm being honest, that I want to do. There's nothing else. What I'm doing as a virtual assistant, that is like my dream job, so to speak. It's the job I want to do. It's the work that I like doing. But I've been thinking, like, how can I grow this? Because I feel stagnant, because you only have so many hours in a day. I just can't build that in a certain way without giving up more time, and I don't want to give up more time because I'm already tired, to be honest. So I was like, okay, what would be next for me? The next thing I can think of is being a project manager. And it's funny because one of my clients was like, somebody recommended that maybe we train you in project management, and I was like, please. I have been thinking about this for like 2 months actually. So I think that's the next step for me, is probably project management. And then I've also been thinking about how could I make money online. So in the beginning of the year, I thought about trying to monetize this channel, but honestly, I don't think I'm providing enough value to monetize this channel because it's just me documenting my life. So I think I would have to create a new channel that is niche down to a specific topic and try to monetize that way. But this way, I don't think it really would work, to be honest. And lastly, I want to talk about my favorites, some things I really enjoyed this month. The first one was Dune. So I watched Dune Part 2 first, and then I watched Dune Part 1, and I was very into Dune. I wanted to know everything about the series. It was so weird, and I normally don't like sci-fi, but it just drew me in, like the muted colors, the creepy music. It just made me feel empty inside. I literally left the movie theater feeling like somebody punched me in my chest, like I couldn't breathe, and I was just like, that was amazing. It was very intense, and I really liked it. So if you haven't watched the Dune movies, I highly recommend it. The next thing I really enjoyed was watching a K-drama. As y'all know, pretty much the only thing I watch is K-dramas, and that's when I have time, so I don't watch them often, but that's the only thing I watch because they make me happy. This month, I was watching, my ID is Gangnam Beauty. I put it here. I think that's my favorite K-drama, but very relatable, very funny. If you don't watch K-dramas and you are looking to watch something that's cute, funny, nothing not too serious, because that's what I like to watch, things that are not too serious, I highly recommend. Okay, now time for April goals. I have a lot of goals for April, so let's get into it. So my first goal in April is to attend one free event, and I do this pretty much every month. It's my way of meeting new people. This time I want to ask people for their social media accounts, so to follow them. I got this from the person that I met at the previous event. She does this, she meets people, blah, 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 asks for social media, and I feel like that's a good way to like connect with people. I'm definitely still in that. Thanks, girl. This month, I said that for April, I said that I don't want to eat out. I don't know if that's realistic, but I'm gonna have to put the card down. I can't keep $160 to me is very crazy, so can't do that. To combat that, I want to try to cook a new recipe every week. I'm basically going to find cheap meal ideas on social media, TikTok, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels. Basically, I'm gonna be a rice cooker queen because I don't have time. The next thing I want to do is save $116 for Washington DC. This is mandatory because last month I didn't save anything. I put that money for me to go to North Carolina in June. Next, I need to put $278 in my insurance fund, which is also mandatory. Next, I need to call my insurance company to ask about my driver's discount. It has been almost 6 months and they still haven't given me my discount for being a safe driver. So I really need to see what's going on with that. I've been getting the runaround and I just really need to find ways to save money. Also, I need to review my auto insurance policy for any coverages that I can reduce, but I need to make sure it makes sense. So I'm not going to take off like coverages that I absolutely need, but I can see if I'll try to see if I can find ways to cut down. Next, I want to put $30 in my sinking fund, which isn't a lot. That's why I said good luck, because I feel like April I may not have as much money, but we will see. Next, I want to make a list of jobs that can work with my side hustles. So if I do need to make more money, because I've realized the reason that I don't have a lot of extra income right now is because I'm prioritizing traveling, and traveling is expensive. So once my travels are done, I will have more money. Until then, I will not have any money. So I can also consider taking on more work with my clients or getting another side hustle. I don't know if that would be feasible because honestly, I've just been so tired. I feel like I have no extra room to take on anything else, if I'm being honest. So I need to make whatever I'm doing right now work. Next, I need to draft up a business plan and speak to my mentor about it because, like I mentioned, I really want to grow my freelance thing, you know, probably transition to being a project manager. I need for that to work for me because that's what I want to do. Next, sign up for Uber Eats, start driving for Uber Eats, and also request a credit limit increase. So, Uber Eats is one thing I'm considering depending on how my finances go in April. I really don't want to do that, but if I have to, then I'll do it. And the last one is request a credit limit increase. So my credit limit right now is at $500, and I just feel like it's not enough. And so I was able to upgrade to a card with the rewards points, but it's like I'm using my credit card more than I use my debit card at this point, and I just need more. I'm making bigger purchases on my credit card so I can get the rewards. That's what I want. So I need the credit limit to be increased so I can put my bigger purchases on that credit card so I can get the reward points, because to me that's what's important. I can use that for travel. That is all that I have for my monthly recap. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know how your month went. If you have recently subscribed, thank you for subscribing and tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Ciao.